Beginning of my video. Boom!
Welcome back to Boring Reviews.
Boring land.
Oh, just kidding.
Blasphemer!
All
Hello,
right.
Boring Review Nation!
Kind of pointless.
We know all things. It was over in a snap.
We really want it. Alright, we'll be nice.
Only you can be a Patreon.
Oh my gosh!
You don't need to follow the show to be hyped.
All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. I almost said Nick Land. Boring Land.
That was the fastest he's ever. Oh, Gabe. Oh, man. We're here today reviewing or reacting to the Sacred Games Season 2 trailer. Now, a lot of people were hitting us up like, hey, man, when you guys going to do Sacred Games Season 2? And we were like, hey, we're invested right now into
We are in
Mizupar.
Mizupar right now. Nothing's going to get in the way of that.
But now we finally finished Mizupar, and we're going back to Sacred Games. Now, let me be clear, okay? Mizupar is a better series. I love Mizupar, but come on, my boy Nawaz is still my man, all right? Nawaz, I love his acting. You can love something more, even though it's not in the better product. I don't know how to explain that. Like, there's great actors that are in not that I'm saying this is a bad series, but that are in horrible movies or horrible series, and you're like, man, he did such a great job, or he saved that movie, or he saved that show, so to speak, you know what I mean? And this is a great show. It's just not as great as Mizupar, but maybe season 2 is. Maybe season 2 is. We'll see. However, I will say that one of the things that we talked about with Sacred Games was that everybody told us season 1 is amazing, season 2 is a little bit of a letdown. And I'm like, oh, really?
Heard that a lot.
But I think a lot of shows have that issue. Once they have a great first season, it's almost hard, you know, you know what I mean?
Unless they were able to have the foresight to plan ahead,
Right.
or unless they were lucky enough to say, okay, this was season 1, there was too much, we're going to do half and half, and then now season 2 is going to be just as good. Not saying they didn't plan ahead. Maybe they did have it all planned out beforehand.
I think the problem, though, as a writer, right? Excuse me. We've talked about this with The Walking Dead. Amazing show. Probably this first 7 or 8 seasons. And then the writing started getting a little bad. And once you start telling the same storyline so often, you can only do so much with it. You know what I mean? And eventually, your show jumps the shark. I have not seen too many shows that haven't, quote-unquote, jumped the shark. Those of you that are Game of Thrones fans know what I'm talking about. Oh, gosh, Game of Thrones. Oh, dude.
Some shows start off the first episode by jumping the shark.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a couple of shows jumped the shark. Episode 1, you're like,
Dude,
what am I watching?
You know what's funny is one of my favorite YouTubers right now is Minty Comedic Arts. Minty, he's this Australian guy who goes over these 10 facts about these movies that we know and love.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy's awesome. I love him. And he, almost every single one of these shows, whether it's Back to the Future, Teen Wolf, whatever these movies are that he's talking about, they had, Bill and Ted's, they had some type of animated series that came out. And unfortunately, and this is a really nice guy, unfortunately, every single one, he's like, and it was horrible. And what he keeps saying has nothing to do with the storyline or so that, but that just made me think, like, first episode on those shows definitely jumped the shark.
Oh, man, that's hilarious, dude. I mean, he's right, though. Think about it. Ghostbusters, horrible.
I love Ghostbusters.
I didn't like the...
I love Ghostbusters.
Didn't like the Ghost. You know what was the really bad one? And I was like, why did they even make this a cartoon at the time? Remember Rambo, when the Rambo came out and then they had the cartoon Rambo Force of Freedom? It was horrible. Oh, man, it was horrible.
One of my favorite shows of all time, it wasn't based on a movie, was Captain Planet, man. I mean, Captain Planet.
Well,
he's a hero.
They used to have Don Cheadle, supposedly, and that was like a deep fake that was going to be Captain Planet or whatever.
YouTube. It's on YouTube right now.
It's on YouTube right now. And I was like, he looks so bad.
Let your powers combine.
Why would you do this to yourself, Don Cheadle?
I love that. Getting back to Sacred Games 2, though, there was something else I was going to mention, but I can't remember it now, so that's okay. I'm excited. You mentioned you're excited for Gaitonde. Of course I'm excited for that.
No,
I'm a little more excited for Sartaj. I want to see where his character goes. I can't see where it does go besides still investigating. But I'm excited to see what happens. Does he get a little higher up in the police force? Does he get a little more respect? Is he able to figure out what is going on. When we ended season 1 with them going into the basement
Right.
and seeing what looks like hazmat suit type stuff
Right.
and whatever. That guy we had talked about in our season review
Right.
was that what's the guy's name that they keep mentioning the entire time? This guy's
Trivedi, right? He said only Trivedi will survive.
yeah. Was that him? What's going on there?
Gotta be.
There's a lot going on, but we're excited to react to the season 2 trailer. This came out last year in July, so as usual, we're late to the party, but can't wait to react to this. If you're new to Boring Reviews, we have a whole bunch of videos just like this, reactions. We also have a whole bunch of reviews for TV series, Indian TV series, Indian movies, Hollywood films, all types of stuff. Go ahead and stick around and check out what we got. We just finished our Mirzapur series review episode by episode. But without further ado, let's jump into it.
हेलो कौन?
I love it.
गायतोंडे भाई? आओ कहाँ हो आप?
Bunty.
I just said Bunty's dead.
Remember, the shows go back and forth.
अपन को बस गाड़ मारनी थी.
Even in the trailer, they can't keep out that word.
Love it.
Sartaj. Oh yeah, and his friend, Dust.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is right after season 1.
हिरोशिमा नागासाकी
जंग की तैयारी करके बैठे हैं और दुश्मन के बारे में पता ही नहीं आपको. लाइफ हराम हो गई थी सरदार जी, जैसे बाप की होने वाली है.
Wow.
बोले तो गेम ओवर.
Owned it.
He looks like an office worker.
He's a real Don.
Love that suit.
मालूम पड़ा ये खेल इन सब चूतियों से, आपसे, मुझसे बड़ा है.
That had to be Gaitonde. That's his
No, it
style.
was. Oh,
Chapati.
is he Trivedi?
Pankaj. Yeah. Well, he's this guru guy. I'm so interested in that character, that guru character, because we got very little.
को मानते हो?
I am God. Oh, he should have said, I am God. That would have been the best line right there. Do you believe in God? I am God. Remember he said, even God fears me.
Oh my goodness gracious! Yes, I do remember that line. That was, I'm so many questions. Like you said earlier, it's kind of a letdown to know that this one's not as good as season 1, but that's okay. It can still be enjoyable. I'm interested in Pankaj's character, but I saw in there, and I said I did a reaction to Marguerite with the Straw,
Right.
and the female actress, she was the girl from Gully Boy, the one that makes the music video. They said that she's in this, and I saw her right there, so that was cool. They showed in the trailer, so maybe she's a bigger type role. But I mean, as always, the trailer looks good.
You know what? I can see, though, this season looks like it's more Sartaj's story. Okay, we got a little bit of Gaitonde in there, but he didn't dominate the entire trailer.
What's the dude doing in a polyester suit like he's going to work at the office?
He's a real Don now. He's a businessman. Woo, you see him with the glasses and everything. Listen.
See, he understands the underworld so well.
Exactly. You know what? I forgot. I think it was on The Sopranos when he said, "Man, it's time to be a real gangster and give up the jumpsuit." Because the Italian mob, the gangsters, the street level dudes, they're always wearing He's like, these guys they want to die in their jumpsuits or their windbreakers. You know what I mean, with the Adidas sweatsuits and whatnot. But, once you become a Don, you're walking around like John Gotti, man. You got the dapper Don. You wearing a 3-piece suit, with the double-breasted and the side and all that good stuff.
I hope this explains what happened with Nawaz's character, Gaitonde, because at the end of the last season, he was in the prison and then he was taken out.
Right.
And we don't know who did that. I want to know who was that, what's going on. He's wearing this suit. Does it have anything to do with that, or does he escape whoever those people are? What's his motivation for this? Because basically all his plans kind of, did not work out so well. And it's tough with this kind of show because there's different timelines, and it's trying to remember who's in whose timeline and whatnot. Like you said, Bunty was killed, but he wasn't killed. Nawaz was killed the first episode of last season. Nawaz's character,
Yeah, he
Gaitonde.
was. Oh.
So this is Bunty.
I almost turned
when-
off the show right then and there. Like,
Oh.
what are you doing to me?
That was crazy.
You know what I mean? But you're right. They are telling it in a series of flashbacks, and the storyline is non-linear, so so they can really go back and do what they want to, which is a smart way of storytelling because you can go back and fix things if you want
From
to
the jump.
that didn't work out well. You're not kind of pigeonholed into one story, so to speak. However, we do know that there's going to be some type of nuclear bomb or nuclear attack or something that's going on.
Chemical warfare or something.
Chemical warfare, and that's why everybody in this area is going to die, so that's why he had the little bunker. They still didn't give us any answers who was down there, okay? Trividi, okay, well, who's Trividi? You know what I mean? We still don't know, but I can't wait.
And talking about chemical warfare, that's not what, this sickness is. But think about how more applicable this season is to us now than the last season was just a few months ago.
Oh, yeah.
Now, thank goodness it's not an airborne type thing.
Right.
But, I mean, it's crazy. It's really crazy, the world that we're living in right now, and whatnot. So this has a lot of relevance. So that kind of adds a little more to it. I'm not going to say it's going to make me enjoy it more, but it's going to make it more relatable. So I wonder if that's going to make it a more enjoyable experience. Who knows? For those of you that don't like season 2, please don't give any spoilers. We keep saying there's always still some spoilers.
Right.
Without any spoilers, let us know what are the reasons why.
Right.
Do you feel like the story wasn't fleshed out well enough? Do you feel like there wasn't enough time for each character?
Does
Do you
my
feel-
boy Nawaz not get enough screen time? Because that'll piss me off.
He wants
No.
82% at least. Let us know as vague as you can why. We're super excited for this. So excited. I didn't mention this. I didn't notice the screen was still on or the computer was still showing. But can't wait to watch this. We're going to jump right into this series now that Mirzapur is done. And then after that, there's been a lot. I can't remember if it's called TVF or whatever it is. There's been a lot of web series that have been requested for us.
Right.
I like doing the series along with the movies because sometimes with our schedules, we can't always watch that movie and have those thoughts fresh in our mind to be able to do the review. But with the series, with the exception of Mirzapur, it's been kind of nice to be able to watch it at my own time, and then we can talk about it when we get together. So
Right.
we're going to keep having those happening. Let us know what's going on. As always, let us know what you think. Like and subscribe. But until next time.
We know all things.